Welcome to Easy Learn. In this video, we are going to see about JK flip-flop. So first we are going for the block diagram. So for JK flip-flop, here the name itself we are having that from the name itself we can conclude that it has two inputs. One is J, another one input is K. So here it's JK flip-flop, and here it will have the clock input, and we will have two output. One is Q, another one is its complement Q bar. This is the block diagram. Then we are going for the logical diagram. So here the first basic diagram, we will have an AND gate at the second level. So here the outputs are Q and Q bar. Here the output is fed back and it's formed as a cross coupled structure. Then we are going for the first level. The first level we will have two NAND gates here, which is connected with common clock input. Here the input is J, here the input is K. Likewise, there is another one feedback, which is from Q value, and it's connected to the NAND gate, the first level. Likewise, from Q bar it's connected to here. Okay, so this is the logical diagram of JK flip-flop. Okay, it's similar to SR flip-flop, but there is a feedback which is taken from the second level and connected to the first level. Then characteristics table. So here the conditions are: if present state is equal to 0 or 1, and if both inputs is equal to 0, then next state is equal to present state. Next one, if present state is equal to 0 or 1, if both inputs are complement, then next state is equal to J. Then likewise, if present state is equal to 0 or 1, if both inputs is equal to 1, then next state is equal to present state bar. So in the table, first we will have the present state, which is represented as Qn, then followed by inputs, flip-flop inputs J and K, then followed by next state, which is nothing but Qn plus 1. So here the possible input combinations are 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. So from the conditions, if both inputs are 0, next state is equal to present state, which is nothing but 0. Then the next one, if both inputs are complement, next state is equal to j value. So complement, next state equal to j is nothing but 0. Likewise here also both the inputs are complement, therefore next state is equal to j value. Here the j value is equal to 1. Next condition, if both inputs are 1, then next state is equal to present state bar, which is nothing but here it's 0, therefore here we will have the value as 1. The next one again the same, both the inputs are 0, present state is equal to next state. Likewise here both inputs are complement, next state value is equal to j. Here it's 0, here also it's complement, j value is 1. Last one, if both inputs are 1, next state is equal to present state complement. Here it's 1, therefore it's 0. The next one, characteristics equation. So here we are having 3 inputs, therefore we need to go for 3 variable k map. Here it's q, n, j, k. Here the possibilities are 0 1 and 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So here we are having 1 at 0 1 0 0 1 0, therefore here we are having 1. Likewise next one is 0 1 1, the next one is 1 0 0, then last one is 1 1 0. So here we can make it as a pair, therefore q n plus 1 is equal to, here left side is q n bar, here between these two j value is 1, therefore here j plus, here we can form it as a group, but here it will be redundant when we go for grouping these two, therefore that group should be avoided. Therefore here the value is, left side its value is equal to q n, between these two here k is common, its value is 0, therefore k bar. So this is the characteristics equation. Here the important things to note is, when both inputs are 1, here the next state is equal to present state bar. Okay, therefore if it is 0 means here we will have 1, if it is 1 means here we will have 0. Okay, therefore that makes some issue, because this next state will be present state after some delay. Okay, therefore when both j and k values are 1, here what happens is, here the output will be toggled between 0 and 1. Okay, so that condition is called as raising condition. It's an important 2-mark question. When j is equal to k is equal to 1, the output changes between 0 and 1, and this condition is called as raising. Next we will go for the modified table. So here we will have the present state q n followed by next state q n plus 1 followed by flip-flop input j as well as k. From this we will have a derived column which has the j and k values. So here all the possible conditions are 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. So from the characteristics table, here we are having present state is equal to 0, next state is equal to 0, which has two conditions. Okay, so 0 0 0 0 and respective j k values are, for the first one 0 0, for the second one 0 1. So here two conditions 0 0 0 0, then respective j value is 0 0 and k value is 0 1. Likewise here we are having 2 0 1 condition, respective j value is 1 1, k value is 0 1. J value is 1 1, k value is 0 1. Likewise next condition is 1 0. So here we are having 1 0, here also we are having 1 0, respective j value is 0 1, k value is 1 1. Then finally for 1 1, here we are having 1 1 condition. Likewise here also we are having 1 1 condition. Therefore 1 1, here also 1 1, respective j value is 0 1, k value is 0 0. So from this we are going for deriving the last column. Here the j value is, for between these two, here it's 0, therefore here we will write it as 0, but k value is 0 1, therefore write it as don't care. Likewise here for the next input combination, j value is 1, k value is 0 1, therefore don't care. Likewise here j value is 0 1, therefore don't care. Here it's 1, then here also don't care, 0. So from that we will go for the excitation table. So here first one is present state qn, the next state qn plus 1 and the flip-flop input, which is nothing but j and k. So here it's 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, respective j k value is 0, don't care, 1, don't care, don't care, 1, don't care, 0. This is the excitation of JK flip-flop.